To find the best gold in Brazil, Parker will travel nearly 2,500 miles, where nearly $1 billion of gold is mined each year.
I'm always curious about different mining methods in everywhere we go, every country we go to.
Parker Schnable left the Klondike behind, diving headfirst into Brazil's treacherous goldfields where every step was a battle. The Amazon promised riches but came with crushing legal roadblocks, fragile ecosystems, and age-old traditions that clashed with his modern methods. Yet his true test lay in gaining the trust of local miners who saw him as an outsider. Tune in as Parker faces a relentless fight for gold and survival in a land that spares no one. The challenges of mining in Brazil. Brazil is a magnet for gold miners because of its untouched gold reserves. The Amazon region especially is a hotbed for gold seekers, but there's more to the story. It's not a free-for-all. There are strict rules protecting the land and indigenous territories. On top of that, environmental concerns make the process more than just digging and hoping for the best. Parker's decision to dive into this mix wasn't just about finding gold. It was about figuring out how to work in a place where every move gets scrutinized and challenged. What Parker found in the Amazon would change everything. For Parker, this wasn't just about striking gold, it was about testing his skills in a brand new setting. He had already proven himself in the Klondike, but Brazil came with different rules, practices, and stakes. He wasn't just looking to dig, he wanted to understand how things worked there, from the techniques to the laws. The idea was to learn from local miners and see if there was a way to merge their traditional methods with his more advanced ones. The promise was enormous, but so was the risk. One of the first things Parker ran into was the legal maze. Mining in Brazil isn't simple. Permits are a must, and no one can just carve out a piece of land without making sure it's all above board. This wasn't a quick paperwork situation, it's a full-on process that can stall operations before they even begin. And then there were the environmental rules. The Amazon's ecosystem is fragile, and the government keeps a close eye on how mining affects the forest and its inhabitants. Parker's every move had to be planned out, not just for profit, but to stay on the right side of the law. Even if the legal and environmental hoops weren't enough, Parker had to deal with the local scene. Brazilian miners, or garimpeiros, have been working these lands for generations, using methods that might not be familiar to outsiders. Parker's usual approach wouldn't cut it without understanding the local culture and building trust with the people already on the ground. On top of that, the socio-economic dynamics in the area meant he had to consider how his operations would impact local communities. It wasn't just about pulling gold out of the ground, it was about fitting into an established system without making waves. In his time there, Parker saw techniques that were miles apart from what he was used to. For instance, he watched miners use mercury-coated copper plates to extract gold. It's an old-school method that's still widely used, but it's risky for both the environment and the miners themselves. This wasn't just about picking up a new trick, it was about weighing the pros and cons of a practice that's deeply rooted in local traditions. Parker didn't just sit back and observe, though. He got hands-on with negotiations, looking for ways to team up with local miners. He wanted to see if combining his modern techniques with their know-how could lead to better results. It wasn't just a question of efficiency, it was about respect and collaboration, proving he wasn't just another outsider looking to make a quick buck. At one point, he even took over a failing mining operation. The numbers were massive, hundreds of millions of dollars in potential, but the challenges were just as big. Parker had to think on his feet, bringing in new strategies and equipment to try to turn things around. This was a high-stakes game, and while the payoff could have been huge, it was clear that nothing was guaranteed. By the end of his Brazilian adventure, Parker walked away with more than just experience. He got a real taste of the challenges that come with mining in a place like this. It wasn't just about digging gold, it was about learning to navigate a whole different world. The mix of legal headaches, environmental concerns, and local dynamics made every decision a balancing act. Sure, there were wins, but there were also moments that underscored how tough it is to operate ethically and successfully in a foreign land. The challenges extended beyond just operations. Brazil's intricate web of mining laws required Parker to stay adaptable and proactive. Each hurdle became a lesson in patience and problem-solving, from deciphering land rights to managing environmental compliance. Balancing local expectations while staying true to his own work ethic was no easy feat. He quickly realized that success in Brazil meant being both a miner and a diplomat, navigating cultural nuances and bureaucratic roadblocks with care. Throughout his journey, Parker witnessed firsthand how much effort local miners invest despite limited resources. He observed small-scale setups where hard work and improvisation ruled the day. These operations, though primitive by comparison, had their own kind of efficiency and wisdom built over decades of trial and error. Parker's respect for these miners grew, as did his understanding of the broader picture. Gold mining in Brazil wasn't just about the metal, it was deeply tied to livelihood, survival, and tradition. In trying to modernize one struggling mine, Parker brought in new equipment and fresh ideas. Yet even these changes came with their share of setbacks. The delicate balance between cost and output proved tricky to manage. Some days felt like one step forward and two steps back, with unexpected challenges cropping up at every turn. From equipment breakdowns to weather disruptions, nothing was straightforward. Still, Parker's determination never wavered, and he pushed ahead, learning as much from the failures as from the successes. After the first hurdles, Parker faced a chance to push further, but the risks ahead loomed large. A discovery that shakes the gold industry. However, a discovery of this magnitude isn't without its challenges. Mining high-purity gold comes with unique risks, including security concerns. The location of the mine is a closely guarded thing, and for good reason. Keeping the site safe from theft or sabotage will require tight security measures and significant investment. Environmental impact is another pressing issue. Gold mining has long been criticized for its toll on the environment, and this mine will undoubtedly face scrutiny. Yet there's a commitment to balancing profit with responsibility. Navigating the complex web of regulations, community relations, and ecological considerations will be crucial moving forward. Beyond personal success, this discovery is a milestone for the entire gold mining industry. It's proof that even in a world where many believe all the great finds have already been made, there's still room for groundbreaking discoveries. This could inspire other miners to take bigger risks, push into uncharted territories, and invest in new technologies. On a broader scale, this find has implications for the global gold market. While a single mine isn't likely to shift gold prices dramatically, the buzz surrounding such a discovery could drive increased interest in gold as an investment. Investors might flock to gold markets, creating a ripple effect that benefits the industry as a whole. What makes this path so compelling is that it's about more than just gold. It's a story of ambition, resilience, and the willingness to bet it all on a dream. Rising from a teenager running a small family mine to uncovering one of the richest gold deposits ever is a testament to what's possible when hard work meets opportunity. This discovery is also a testament to how mining has evolved. Gone are the days when prospectors relied solely on luck and rudimentary tools. Today's miners use cutting-edge technologies, big data, and advanced analytics to uncover riches hidden deep within the earth. This success is a shining example of how modern mining methods can yield incredible results. Looking ahead, the challenges and opportunities are immense. The world will be watching closely as the next phase of this project unfolds. From extracting the gold to managing its impact, every decision will be scrutinized. But if history is any guide, these challenges will be faced head-on, just as they always have been. As the dust settles on this monumental discovery, it's clear that this isn't just mining. It's trailblazing, innovating, and proving what's possible in a field that demands everything from those who dare to succeed. This is just the beginning of what promises to be an exciting new chapter in an extraordinary career. While the discovery is remarkable, it also raises a big question. What other hidden treasures might still be out there? The success serves as a reminder that even in the most explored corners of the earth, there are still wonders waiting to be found. And for those willing to put in the work, the rewards can be beyond imagination. Parker's name will likely echo for years in the mining world, inspiring those who come after him to dig deeper, push harder, and take risks that others wouldn't dare. Each nugget pulled from his now famous mine stands as a testament to what's possible when passion meets perseverance. Yet this isn't just a personal victory, it's a global story. one that shows how one person's determination can alter the course of an industry. The sheer purity of the gold Parker uncovered has set a new standard, raising the bar for all who follow. It's not just gold, it's a legacy being forged, 1 ounce at a time. The high-purity mine serves as a reminder that nature still holds things beneath its surface, waiting for those brave enough to seek them out. Parker's discovery has proven that there are untapped riches out there, but they're reserved for the persistent and the daring. As he digs deeper into this historic find, the world waits to see what more he can uncover. With each passing day, this discovery grows in importance, symbolizing the endless potential of the Earth's hidden treasures. As news of big finds spread, other miners and their daring efforts brought even more excitement and challenges. How the stars of Gold Rush struck it big. The story of the biggest gold discoveries in the show Gold Rush isn't just about striking it rich, it's about grit, risks, and jaw-dropping transformations. The miners featured have become larger-than-life figures, each carving their name into the history of modern mining. Beyond Parker Schnable's high-profile finds, the show has been packed with unforgettable moments and jaw-dropping successes from the likes of Todd Hoffman, Tony Beats, Rick Ness, and the daring Dakota Boys. Let's take a closer look at how these miners turned dirt into fortune and failures into redemption. When Todd Hoffman and his crew kicked things off in Season 1 at Porcupine Creek, Alaska, they had no idea how grueling the gold mining game could be. These rookies battled constant equipment breakdowns and unpredictable weather. By the end of the season, their haul was a modest 14 ounces, a far cry from the riches they had dreamed of, but they weren't about to throw in the towel. In Season 2, they moved to the legendary Quartz Creek in the Yukon, managing to pull nearly 94 ounces of gold from the ground. Their big moment, however, came in Season 3 when they mined a staggering 800 ounces. That haul, worth over $1 million, cemented their place in the gold mining world. Meanwhile, Tony Beats, known far and wide as the King of the Klondike, was busy racking up one of the most impressive records in the show's history. Tony's no-nonsense style and massive dredging operations have made him a fan favorite. By Season 5, his crew had already established themselves as serious players. In Season 6, they unearthed over 700 ounces. But it wasn't until Season 8 that they really hit their stride, pulling in more than 3,600 ounces. Season after season, Tony and his family-run crew kept pushing boundaries, reaching a jaw-dropping total of over 4,600 ounces in Season 12. It's clear Tony Beats' mining empire is not just surviving, it's thriving. Then there's Rick Ness, a miner who started as Parker Schnable's right-hand man before stepping into the spotlight. Rick's decision to strike out on his own in Season 9 was a gamble, but it paid off big time. His rookie year as a mine boss saw his team pull in over 1,000 ounces of gold. While the following season proved tougher, with only 500 ounces recovered, Rick bounced back. By Season 12, his team matched their debut performance, securing just over 1,000 ounces. Rick's path from sidekick to leader shows that resilience and risk-taking are what the gold game is all about. The Dakota Boys, Fred and Dustin Hurt, are another story altogether. Known for their wild, high-risk mining methods, these two have ventured where few dare to tread. Their operation at Porcupine Creek in Season 2 yielded 80 ounces, but that was just the beginning. Their reputation grew as they took on increasingly dangerous digs, including underwater mining expeditions and remote mountain claims. They've shown that sometimes the biggest rewards come to those willing to take the craziest risks. Dave Turin, on the other hand, took a different approach. Once a key member of Todd Hoffman's team, Dave branched out with his own show, Gold Rush, Dave Turin's Lost Mine. His mission? To resurrect abandoned mining sites across the United States. In Arizona, his team recovered 80 ounces in their first season. By the second season in Montana, that number had jumped to over 200 ounces. And in Colorado during Season 3, Dave's team hit a massive haul of over 400 ounces. His knack for reviving forgotten claims has not only brought old mines back to life, but also delivered some of the most impressive hauls in the series. Tony Beats' path remains unmatched for its sheer scale and audacity. His focus on dredging has not only revived forgotten techniques, but also redefined how gold mining can be scaled. Operating some of the largest equipment seen on the show, his investments and risks consistently pay off. One unforgettable moment came when he transported and refurbished a massive dredge, a task most would have considered impossible. That same dredge became central to one of his most productive seasons, hauling in over 3,000 ounces. Rick Ness, despite his ups and downs, symbolizes the spirit of perseverance. His crew faced harsh weather conditions and technical failures that would have pushed many to give up. Yet he never backed down, often rallying his team with bold ideas and determination. His early success in building a tight-knit team shows that leadership isn't just about results. It's about inspiring those around you to aim higher, even when the odds seem stacked against you. The Dakota Boys took mining to the extremes, with their ventures into remote and dangerous locations, making their segments some of the most thrilling in the series. From scaling icy cliffs to diving into freezing rivers, Fred and Dustin's adventures turned the pursuit of gold into an adrenaline-filled spectacle. Their focus on high-risk, high-reward methods resulted in some truly remarkable finds that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. Dave Turin's meticulous approach to mining has provided a fascinating contrast to the high-octane methods of others. His strategy of targeting forgotten sites speaks to his expertise and ability to see potential where others see waste. By focusing on the details, such as soil composition and historical data, Dave's work often yields impressive results that show there's more to mining than brute force and luck. Looking at the bigger picture, Gold Rush is more than just a show about mining. It's a testament to human resilience and the lengths people will go to chase their dreams. Every miner featured has faced setbacks that could have ended their careers, yet they push forward, driven by the promise of fortune and the thrill of discovery. Their stories, full of grit and ingenuity, serve as a reminder that success isn't handed out, it's earned through hard work and a willingness to take risks. Big discoveries bring not just success, but also fights, arguments, and tough moments that test everyone involved. Fiery clashes in the gold mining world. The time on Gold Rush has been nothing short of dramatic. The mining career has been marked by fiery disputes and heated clashes, revealing a tough, unyielding side to the young miner. These battles have made a standout figure, but they've also highlighted the intense and often cutthroat world of gold mining. Let's start with the famous feud with Tony Beats. Tony Beats is no stranger to drama himself, but when they crossed paths, things got explosive. Early on, their relationship seemed solid. Tony acted like a mentor to the young miner, eager to learn the ropes. But when mining ground was leased from Tony, cracks started to form. Tony's high royalty rates were a sticking point, and it didn't take long for things to boil over. In Season 4, Tony accused him of violating contract terms and shut down the operation. This was just the start. By Season 8, they were at each other's throats again. Dirt was dumped on Tony's land without permission, and Tony wasn't about to let that slide. Accusations of greed were made, and Tony doubled down, demanding respect for the agreement. This back and forth cemented their rivalry. The hunger for independence only added fuel to the fire. Season 12 saw patience tested once again. Faced with an excess of dirt, a loophole in the deal was found, and dirt was dumped on Tony's land. Tony's rage was palpable, but there was no backing down. It was a bold move that showcased growing confidence and a willingness to play hardball. Tony's reaction? Less than amused, but his hands were tied by the very terms of their agreement. This saga was a turning point, showing a transition from the eager young miner to someone willing to challenge even the most established players. Then there were the Dakota Boys, Fred and Dustin Hurt. These two were never shy about expressing their frustrations, and plenty of reasons were given for them to do so. Season 3 brought a major clash when a bridge at Porcupine Creek was replaced without giving Fred and Dustin a heads up. This wasn't just an inconvenience, it cut off their access to essential supplies. Fred was livid. He confronted the situation, letting his feelings about the lack of communication be known. Things escalated quickly, and Fred, in a fit of rage, brandished a knife. It was a moment that underscored just how high tensions can run in this industry. The confrontation became one of the most talked about moments in the show's history. But challenges weren't limited to rivals. Even within the team, conflicts bubbled to the surface. Take Brennan Rouault, for example. Brennan had been a key member of the crew, but by season 12, he'd had enough. Brennan felt that his abilities were constantly questioned, leading to frequent arguments. The tension reached a breaking point and Brennan decided to leave. His departure highlighted just how tough it can be to maintain harmony in such a high-pressure environment. Relentless drive and perfectionism, while key to success, often came at the cost of crew morale. These battles, whether with seasoned miners like Tony Beets or team members, paint a picture of a young man navigating one of the toughest industries around. The path isn't just about striking gold, it's about proving oneself in a world where every decision is scrutinized, every move has consequences, and every rival is waiting for a chance to pounce. The clashes have shaped not only a career but also a reputation as one of the most determined and polarizing figures on Gold Rush. What's clear is that confrontation is not shied away from. Whether standing up to Tony Beets, pushing back against the Dakota Boys, or addressing tensions within the crew, it's proven time and again that fighting for what one believes in is the way forward. It's this determination that has driven success, even as it's created plenty of drama along the way. Love it or hate it, this is a force to be reckoned with in the gold mining world. The question is, how far will this drive go to stay on top? As the stakes continue to rise, one thing's for sure. The path is far from over. Could Parker's gold mine discovery spark a new gold rush? Or is there something hidden behind this incredible find that no one is talking about? Share your thoughts and remember to like and subscribe for more.